S/4HANA migration is a hot topic, and we are starting to see enterprises that are looking at migrating, either trying to avoid it or delaying that inevitable shift. This migration to S/4HANA, especially if you are going to consider moving to the cloud, presents an ideal situation to relook, rethink, and reimagine your integration strategy. You want to know how? Join my colleague, Jonathan Haywood, as he takes us through the key drivers for change when migrating to S/4HANA. And we'll be discussing this in depth in the upcoming roundtable.
Gone are the days when you can send an automated email saying thank you for your order and then keeping the customer in the dark about payment processing, inventory availability, expected delivery, and so on. Customers expect a fully seamless experience without friction, without superfluous steps. That requires a lot of integration. So quite apart from the mammoth task of migrating SAP itself, keeping all those other applications connected and valuable data flowing is equally important. You can't risk your level of integration deteriorating during the migration. And ideally, you want to make huge steps forward to help justify the massive cost of S/4HANA adoption. But then there's also a set of brand new requirements that you probably didn't consider 10 years ago. For almost every organization, cloud will be an increasingly important part of your IT landscape. 10 plus years ago, the norm was that users regularly switched between multiple business applications, depending on what they needed to do. And in fact, according to Forrester, the role of integration has shifted from being behind your business applications, synchronizing data between them, to being in front of them, providing simple, often composite APIs that are the building blocks for new, simpler apps to be used by both employees and customers. The role of ERP is also changing. When you originally adopted SAP, it was probably intended to cover almost everything you do, to be the center of the universe in your application landscape. But organizations are increasingly choosing simpler, smaller, easier to adopt SaaS applications for certain functions. I'm talking about rethinking integration, not replacing it. Experience that we've seen shows that many companies rarely get sufficient benefits from simply transferring existing integrations to a new platform. The cost and risk of doing so will be higher than the cost of maintaining two platforms side by side for a while.
If you enjoyed these insights from Jonathan, let's continue to have a dialogue at a roundtable that we'll be hosting shortly this August. See you there.